So this box says 6.7 Pro Max. It just arrived from China and kind of feels like a phone. Could it be the iPhone 13 Pro Max? Let's check it out. What's up, Lollipop? My name is Joe, and in today's video, I'm going to be unboxing this little package that arrived from me from China right now. And as I open the box, you can already see that this is an iPhone. And this could be the brand new iPhone 13 Pro Max. This is the new iPhone 13 Pro Max with the larger camera bump, with the new speakers up on top, and some changes. This is how it's gonna look like once they announce it tomorrow. So let's check it out. All right, boys and girls, this is the iPhone 13 Pro Max. This is how it looks. This is what you should expect. And these are the dimensions. Now, I have to tell you that this is a dummy unit sent to me by Pitaka, who is a case maker. And case makers in China usually get the schematics for these phones way early. So they're very spot on how the design is going to look like. And how am I so sure that this is going to be the final design? Well, last year I created a video which has almost 1 million views with the iPhone 12 mini. And I introduced this phone a long time before it was introduced. And also Pitaka sent me this dummy unit and it was spot on. If you don't believe me, then I have over here the iPhone 12 Pro Max dummy unit from last year. And I will compare it to a real iPhone 12 Pro Max. This was sent to me 2-3 weeks before the event. And if you look at all the dimensions of this phone, so if you look at the placement of the volume rockers, the mute switch, the SIM card slot, you look at the camera placement and the camera size, it is spot on. If you look at the antenna lines, everything is in its place. I am very confident that the iPhone 13 dummy unit is the final version of the phone, what we will be getting basically tomorrow on Apple's event. Now, let's see what are the differences between the 12 Pro Max and the 13 Pro Max. First of all, what you can see is the camera bump is a lot bigger on the 13 Pro Max. Now, this was rumored for a long time. We're going to get bigger sensors, and basically this is going to be a more symmetrical camera bump rather than this one what we had on the iPhone 12 Pro Max. We also have the LiDAR scanner, the flash, the microphone, the two cameras, and these two cameras are bigger than the third camera up here. And the reason that these are bigger is because we had rumors on low light photography, so that will help tremendously with that. Now, let's look at it side by side. If we put the iPhone 12 Pro Max next to the 13 Pro Max, we can see that the power button is basically in the same place. Maybe on the 13 Pro Max, it's a little bit elevated, so it's a little bit higher up, but we can definitely see that the antenna lines are in a different spot, so look out for that. They might have done something with the antenna to have better communication. If we look at the bottom antenna, you can see that this is also higher, or if you're looking at from the bottom side, lower down, also very in line with the new design. If we look at the ports on the bottom, you can see that this is both Lightning, and the speaker grills have the same number of holes. Also, the microphone has the same number of holes. There is one antenna line missing here on the bottom. On the other side, you can see that the SIM card tray is higher as well, and this could be because there's some kind of internal changes in the phone. There are new modems, new stuff in there, and they needed some extra room. The volume rockers are in the same place, and the mute switch is a little bit higher, but you can only notice that if you put it in a case, which I'll show you in a moment. Now, the big change comes in the front. If you can see with the iPhone 12 Pro Max, the speaker grill is built into the Face ID sensor. With the iPhone 13, you can see that it's on top of the device, basically in the frame of the device and with a small cutout from the glass. This making the Face ID sensor a lot smaller, more room here on the side, so we finally might be getting back the battery percentage. These are the major changes on the outside. The biggest one is obviously the camera and the speaker up here with the smaller Face ID sensor. Apart from this, there is not much difference, and we shouldn't be expecting much difference. It's still the same design. It's still the iPhone 5 design that we are used to from the 12 series. I don't think they're gonna do this. Is more of an S year of upgrades. That's why it was rumored that the iPhone 13 may be called iPhone 12s. Now, as I said, Pitaka sent this phone, and this is their new Mag Easy Pro case, which I'll do a separate video on, but they are already manufacturing the cases for the iPhone 13, and as you can see, it fits perfectly. Now, if I try to put the iPhone 13 case on an iPhone 12 Pro Max, then what you see is exactly the differences. You can see that here on the camera there's a little bit more space, meaning that the iPhone 13 Pro Max will have a bigger camera system. If you look over here with the mute switch, so it's a little bit higher on the iPhone 13 Pro Max. The buttons still work as they should, and on the bottom you have the grill placement, which is perfect, and the microphone placement, which is perfect. But what happens if we put an iPhone 12 Pro Max case on an iPhone 13? Is it actually bigger? Now, you can see that with the dimensions, it is exactly the same, so a case fits perfectly. The only thing is that here with the camera, you can see that the case a little bit overlaps the camera bump, which could be an issue in the future. And you can see very clearly that the mute switch is a little bit elevated and not in the position where it is on the iPhone 12 Pro Max. Other than that, if you have an iPhone 12 Pro Max case, you should be fine for a little while with this case. It's going to protect your phone. You can still use it. It's not going to bother the camera. It's going to be a little bit uncomfortable, but it fits quite snug into this case as well. So guys, this is the iPhone 13 Pro Max. This is how it's going to look like. This is what you should expect. This is what we're going to get tomorrow. In terms of colors, we're probably going to get matte black, silver, gold, and bronze. With the 13 series, the 13 and the 13 mini, there are going to be more color options, just like with the 12 series, and that is it. Also, if you have any problems with your phone, you have software issues, hardware issues, hit me up on Instagram at Joe Ritter. I'm going to answer all of your questions. I'm basically an iPhone support for my family, for my friends. I might as well be an iPhone support for you guys too. I answer everybody, so hit me up on Instagram as soon as you can. If you're interested in more videos like this, make sure to subscribe. Hit me down in the comment section below. I'm going to answer all of your questions if you have any. Until my next video, stay safe and hang loose.